Well, good morning, everyone. Make sure this is in focus here. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So last night I get this phone call from a guy by the name of Steve Ross. Steve Ross is the captain of the William C Gaynor, and he's also the operations supervisor for Sarter Marine Towing, company that owns these tugs. Let me back up a little bit. So a couple of weeks ago, I was down here at the docks, saw a couple of guys working on the tugs, struck up a conversation with them, and I was introduced to Steve Ross. And I told Steve about my Behind the Door project, about the book, and about the vlogs. And I asked him if maybe he would be interested in getting Sarter Marine Towing involved in a, portion of that. Yeah, he thought it would be a good idea. And then I went out on a limb and I asked him, well, is there any possibility of, any possibility of me coming on board the boat and going out with you guys next time you have to go over to Bay Ship and jockey the boats around at Bay Ship? And he said, yeah, sure, why not? It was easy as that, I guess. I was afraid to ask, but I sure liked the answer. So that's what we're doing today. They have to go over to Bay Ship and move a boat out of dry dock, a freighter called Thunder Bay. It's registered under a Canadian flag. And they're moving it out of dry dock and into one of the berths. So here we are this morning, making our way down to the tug fleet. All right, so let's see what type of adventure today brings. Make sure we're in focus. All right, so a little brief history of Sarter Marine. Sarter Marine is owned and operated by Don Sarter, a 45-year veteran of the lakes and a captain, tugboat captain, 45 years plus. He and his wife Julie bought the marine and towing business, the tug fleet, from two sisters, Sharon and Susan Selvik. They had partnered with them back in 2014 and then just bought them outright last August, I think it was. But Susan and Sharon Selvik actually bought the business from their parents in the mid-1990s. Their parents had started the business back in 1969. So the Selvik fleet is a real tradition here, not only in Sturgeon Bay, but on the Great Lakes. They're very well known, and it's one of the largest fleets on the lakes. So when Don bought the business, he and his wife Julie, last summer, they did so with the intent of turning the business over to their son, who's currently serving in the Mideast, in the military. And he's due to get out from his service in a couple of years, and Don wanted to turn the business over to his son. Well, shortly after purchasing the sisters' business last summer, Don and crew were up on Lake Superior in Duluth, Minnesota. But they were in a 21-foot aluminum boat with a motor on the back. And as can often happen on these Great Lakes, a squall came up, and they had about 6 to 8 foot waves. It swamped the motor and eventually overturned the boat. All the men went into icy cold water of Lake Superior. They all had life jackets on. 2 of the men made it back to shore. Don didn't. 45 years, tugboat captain, working these lakes, and he drowned in an accident like that. It was a tremendous loss, not only to the Sarter family, but to the tug industry and to this community. And the community took it really hard. And rightfully so. I mean, they're such an integral part of what goes on around here, and they're well known, well respected. Don was the nicest guy you'd ever want to meet. And so now his wife Julie runs the business. And just goes to show you too that you can never ever take these lakes for granted. No matter how much experience you have, no matter what your qualifications are. So, at any rate, that's kind of a brief history of Sarter Marine. I see the guys now are starting to get ready to go on board. They're getting all their gear on board. So, we're going to head over there. All right.
Yeah, no. I told Billy I'm driving. He goes, "You ain't told him?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." He goes, "I'm getting off." Yeah.
I got out of the Coast Guard in 2011. Been doing that since then, so about 9 years now. About 9 years. Yeah, so just a quick thing, Kevin, if anything goes wrong, any kind of casualties or anything, if you can just come up here for if anything goes on, and we'll get you situated. Anytime you go on deck, if you can put your life jacket on, please. Just even if you're walking around anywhere on the deck. And life raft is back here, just in case we ever have to, say, go to the life raft. If there's any kind of emergency, yeah, just please come up here and we'll direct you on what to do. That Thunder Bay is a Canadian motor vessel. All right, thanks. Out of dry dock today, so we're going to hook up on the bow, put a tow line up, and the Willie here, right next to us, they're going to put up a stern line. They're going to go on the stern, and we're going to set it at a different berth over there at Bay Ship. We got 3 tugs coming from the company today: the William Gaynor, the William Selvig, and the Jacqueline and Vaughn, a smaller tug over there.
Harbor line's out, but it's not set to length. Just let me know when to lock it up.
Yep. Yeah, we'll keep it short again. Normal.
We on the bow?
On the bow.
Okay.
Bay Ship's on their game. We should be done by hopefully about 1 o'clock.
Are you on 10 there, Captain Steve?
Yeah, John.
Good morning. What are we up to today?
Yeah, we got to get that Thunder Bay out of the dry dock over there.
When's that Spear supposed to be leaving?
Scheduled for Saturday. It's like a little bit of window. We'll see what they say. Done my brief right there. Yeah. dry dock here. We moved that in there yesterday. They're gonna roll on the new Washington Island ferry tomorrow. That's gonna be rolled on. So they roll them on there, and then we can shift that around to wherever they need it in there. It won't stay there. We'll probably put it up to the other section. And there's 3 Lakers left here from the winter fleet. There's 2,000 footers yet. There's the Spear, the American Integrity, and then the one we're taking out today, the Thunder Bay.
It isn't all work and no play. Check this out. A cookout, all working. Why not?
Okay, gotta let us know what she's looking at for daylight on these two. Rob, you got a catcher here, there to get going back to the start. Coming up. The stern is about even with the bow of the Integrity right now. We're real close to it.
Okay, Roger.
Let the wind catch her to the east a little bit, maybe.
Wind catcher to the east.
Let's worry about getting her south now. You know, once we get her to her spot, she'll come in easy. Come around to the west somewhere.
I think I can hold the bow here pretty good, John. You been working full, or how you been riding?
No, I've been off for a little while here, just 1/4 throttle.
If you want to run down, help the stern end, and just kind of watch the bow, let me know.
Roger that. Come through here, Rob. No, there's a good gravity.
How's that bow looking? She still holding good?
Tricky. Should be good. Looks like the bow is opening up a little bit now. Yeah, so we're going west now, guys.
We're almost in the channel with the bow.
Yeah, I think you're good there. If we get another 30, 40 degrees there, we'll be good. Okay, push and pull with the Jackie. Coming east, Rob. Okay, I'm pulling full here to the west. I'm working full. I'm right back here in the stern. We take her laterally 100 feet or we'll be in pretty good shape.
Okay.
With this wind, we might want a little extra room until we get south of these 2-footers here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the stern is definitely opening up right real quick now. Yeah, Rob, you probably got 150 off the spear now. Okay, that's good. Looks like the bow is heading east there a little bit, though, Steve.
Okay, yeah, Roger.
About 8-10 feet off.
Waiting for Captain Billy.
How much more south?
Good here. We want to get her slowed down a little bit on the bow there.